of TDS returns filing. Let us see the last step of TDS returns filing. Okay, so far we have entered the challan, annexure. Okay, then we have downloaded the CSV file. Now see in our see in our folder. I'll show you there will be two files. See in our folder there are two files now. One is a RPU file and second is a CSI file. Both these files should be in your folder. Okay. Now the last step of TDS returns filing, important, remember, you may get error while completing the installation where you have to concentrate on challan order. In the challan you have to put challan information from here, from this. Okay, you have to put the challan information from here, and in annexure we have to put the information, that is this report. But the challan, suppose this is the challan, now this is the challan of 94J, again I am repeating 94J of May. So this is the report of that challan, this is the report of that challan 94J. So this report, if this challan is mentioned first here, and this report should come first. So how many people are there in that report? 2. So these 2 are 94J, that information. And important here, dates, again repeating this, in annexure whatever date you are entering should be of the report, that is end of the month report, and whatever dates you are entering in challan is from the challan dates. Okay, that is very important. Now the last step after entering all this thing, then we have to save this file. Do not change the name of the file and save it in the new folder. So far we have done this. Now the last step, before going to the last step, check in your folder CSI file is there or not. CSI file and the RPU file should be there in your folder. Okay. Now the last step of TDS returns filing is click on create file. Click on create file. We will get this menu here. So understood what you have to do? Click on create file. Here it is asking you challan input file name. Challan input file name means what? CSI file, remember. Challan status inquiry or challan input file, it's one and the same. So here we have to enter that CSI file, whatever is downloaded from the net. So click on the browse for that. Click on the browse and you go to your folder. There is a CSI file. Okay, select the CSI file and open it. Yeah, done. So this is done. So here you have to enter what? CSI file. Next, upload error statistic report file path. So when I click on this browse here, automatically one file name will generate. Remember, here what you have to do, when I click on browse here, so concentrate this area. Okay, so here you have to select what? CSI file. Browse and select from your folder. From your folder, select the CSI file here. Second, browse this upload statistic report file. Click on browse. See, the file name comes automatically. But this file, you save it in, don't change the name of the file. Save it in your folder. Say TDS return. Say okay, save. For second browse, what you will do? Click on browse. Do not change the name of the file. Save it in your folder. So your folder, save. Okay, and then third option, you don't do anything. Click on validate. Now it will check whether your return is correct or wrong. See, file validation successful. Then click on OK. Click on OK. Okay. Now see, in your folder how many files are generated. Now suppose you may get, when you enter the data, when you click on this validate here, when you click on validate, 1 minute. When you click on create a file, when you type CSI file here, CSI file, okay, open, then click here, same file, put it in the same save. When you click on validate, sometime you may get error. Suppose you got the error, no? So what you have to do? You have to go to your folder. you go to your folder, there will be one file called error file, ERR file here. You just open that file, it will show you where the error is. Okay, you may get error relating relating to some suppose you didn't enter this email address, or suppose you didn't get a branch name, email address. Okay, because those are unstarred option. Okay, you may get error here, branch, then email address, then mobile number of responsible person, and this last option no. Okay, if these options are not properly selected, then you may get error, or you may get error in the challan, like challan not specified properly, or BSR code is wrong, or challan number is wrongly given here. This is the information you have to, or challan date is wrong, so you have to see that from, and here it should be 200, remember. Okay, and in case of annexure, you may get an error like PAN number wrongly specified. Okay, then you may get your challan number doesn't match with your challan amount. For example, this challan is paid what? How much challan is paid? This challan is paid 10,500. If this amount should match with this 10,500, there are two people in that challan. So this both the people are 94J. So if I add this both, sorry, this TDS, this if I add this both should be 10,500. Similarly, second challan 6,600. How many people are there in that challan? 6,600. Two people are there. Okay, see, this 6,002 people are there. So second challan is 6,600. Two people are there. This we have already earned. These two people. If I add these two people, it should be 6,600. If it is not matching with the challan, then you may get error there. Okay, or you may get the error, suppose the wrong rate is specified. This rate should be correct. Okay, okay, so after doing this, now right now it is successful. So for successful, what you have to do, click on create a file, then here we have to enter the CSI file, and here we have to select file name comes automatically. Just select the folder and save it, and then validate it. So the success, once it is successful, okay, suppose there is error, you have to solve the error. Remember, you have to solve the error. So again you have to save it, and again you have to create a file till successful message comes. So once this is successful, now what you have to do, remember, we have to copy this entire data, this entire folder on pen drive. Remember this is very important step. We have to copy this folder on the pen drive. Okay, and this file, from this folder, this file 27A file, double click on this and take a printout. 27A file, double click and take a printout of this file. An entire folder you copy on the pen drive. Remember, important file from this is this FVU file. This file is very important. Okay, so what you have to do, copy the entire folder on the pen drive, and from the folder 27A file you have to take a printout. So right click here and take a printout of this, or there is option called print here. It's a PDF file. So there will be print. See, this is a printer here. You can take a printout of this. Okay, so take a printout of this folder, you copy on a pen drive, and this data you have to submit pen drive and that this, what is that, 27A file to Carway. Carway is office of tax department. That office is called what? Carway. If you are in Panjim, this office is there near Don Bosco. Don Bosco. If you are from Margaon side, near Hari Mandir market. Okay, so this is in Margaon and Panjim. I don't know about Vasco. So you have to ask anybody where the office is, Carway, and you have to submit that pen drive and that 27A file there. Okay, so they will not keep your pen drive. They will install that on that file. They will install on their software. Okay, and they will give you a pen drive. They will charge you 100 rupees or 200 rupees. They will charge you. Okay. Suppose you don't know to file the return. Suppose you don't know to file the returns, then what you have to do, this report, whatever we have created, like challans, this challan copies and this report, whatever we have created, submit that challan and the report to Carvey. They will file the returns for you. In case suppose you don't know to file the returns, okay, then you have to submit the challans and the report to Carvey. They will file. In that case, they will charge you 3,000, 4,000 rupees. Understood? No? Suppose we have already generated the returns. Suppose in this, in RPU, we have already generated the returns, and that data, suppose we have sent to the Carvey, then they will charge you just 100 rupees. Okay, 100, 200 rupees, depends on the transactions. Okay, this is the end of the TDS returns.